a proud supporter of Operation Barbecue Relief. When it comes to outdoor cooking and grilling, always looking for something unique and different for a side dish. So I've come across a cheesy potato recipe that I'm going to share today. This starts with 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Get it good and hot, and to that we're going to add 3 tablespoons of flour. Regular self-rising, it doesn't matter, whatever you have will work just fine. So the flour, incorporate it really well, make sure there's no lumps at all. And we're going to cook this down for about a minute or 2. You want to cook the rawness of the flour out. After it cooks for about a minute on high heat, you can tell by the smell, it smells slightly a nutty aroma. It gives off of it and it's done. So now we're going to add, we've got 2 cups of milk, whole milk. Heavy cream, half and half would definitely give it a much richer flavor, but we add just a little bit, about half a cup, let it incorporate. A little at a time, just a little bit at a time, just to help prevent lumping. Once all the milk's incorporated, you want to let this heat up as much as possible. You do not want to boil this, but you want to get it as close as you can. Now I'm doing this over high heat, so you want to keep stirring it. I'm just not very familiar with this grill. It's not really good at low temperatures. You can absolutely do this sauce part inside the house and do this over medium heat. Just, it's a little safer. All right, this sauce has gotten hot enough. It's just starting to bubble just around the edges just a little bit, and that's what we're after. So I've got 2 cups of cheese here, 1 cup of sharp cheddar, and 1 cup of mozzarella. Just what I'm using, whatever you have will be fine. But we're going to take and add a little bit at a time to this. Don't want to add too much at once, it'll drop the temperature. So add a little bit, start melting, a little bit more. Let it melt down, a little bit more. Heat down on this a little bit, we're getting thick. Right here at the end of it. And once you get that last little bit of cheese in there, go ahead and turn the heat off. We're good. Right there, that's all you need. To that, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of regular table salt and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Cheese sauce is done. Got the heat turned off. This will be fine on its own for just a couple minutes. Let's go and get the potatoes going. Okay, now here I've got about 2 pounds of potatoes. I washed and scrubbed well, let them dry. And when you're cutting these, you want to try to keep the thickness as consistent as you can. All right, now we got one done. Let's go ahead and start laying these out in the pan. Gonna save these end caps and put them in if we can. Now that we've got one layer down, we're going to put a little bit of salt on them. These are potatoes. It takes a lot of salt for flavor. And again, second layer's down, a little bit of salt on each one. Just trust me, you want the salt. Because if you don't add it now, it's a seasoning you'll never be able to get back. These last ones we're going to put around the edge of the pan, so most of the heat's out while it's cooking. And these little end caps, that one's got a bad spot in it. Now again, a little bit of table salt, or kosher salt, sea salt, whatever you want to use. All right, now that we've got that, take our cheese sauce, give it a good stir. When you start pouring this, you want to do it around the edges of the outside. It's nice, even coverage all the way down. And you go back and start working your way towards the middle. And you got it all out. Take the pan, just give it a little bit of shake, zap it a few times. Now we're ready to throw in the grill. I've already got the grill set up for indirect heat. For this, we're going to run a high temperature of about 350 degrees, 325. It should take about an hour, a little bit longer for the potatoes to cook all the way through. Let's get it on. Add wet wood chips, get some smoke going on it. Should take this anywhere from an hour, hour 15, maybe an hour 20. So just let it go, grab a beer and relax. Now, we've had this on for about an hour and 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and give it a check. Yeah, nice and bubbly around the edges, good crust on top. Check it, take a fork. Don't use a temperature probe, you don't want to be poking holes at the bottom of the pan. I'm just gonna check it, see how done it is. Nice and tender all the way through there. So this is good to go. Pull this off. You do want to let this cool for about 10 or 15 minutes because right now it is molten hot. Just let it rest. There we have it. Smoked cheesy potatoes. Thanks for watching, and please help support your local food bank. When it comes to outdoor cooking, no, I want to look at that one. That's a newer camera. I look better on it. Yeah, the boring part. Mm-hmm. And again, our second layer is down. A little bit of salt on each one. Just trust me, you want the salt. Because if you don't add it now, it's a seasoning you'll never be able to get back. Wouldn't be to sweat right there in the glasses. Would be on the inside too, wouldn't it?
Hit your forehead a little bit, right along the hairline. Yep.
Now we gotta wait for the wood to die out, then we'll do the switch out.
Okay, cool.
So if we do the switch out now, it's gonna be hit with smoke.
Yeah.
So we can clean all this crap up. And there we have it. Smoothie cheese.
Smoothie cheese.
Yeah, we're making s'mores today.